Perpendicular lines. Two distinct lines intersecting each other at 90 degrees or at a right angle are called perpendicular lines. We know that two lines can intersect at one point only. But if this angle is 90 degrees, then all the angles are 90 degrees. Bilinear pair and vertically opposite angles, all the angles are 90 degrees. In this case, lines are perpendicular because they are making 90-degree angles with each other. Like here, CD line is intersecting AB line at 90 degrees. Then CD line is perpendicular on AB line. And this is special symbol for writing perpendicular, this symbol. Here, CD line is perpendicular to AB line. And also we can say that AB line is perpendicular to CD line. Here, line CD is perpendicular to the line AB because CD and AB intersect each other at 90 degrees. And now there are some properties of perpendicular lines. These lines always intersect at right angles. Second is, if two lines are perpendicular to the same line, they are parallel to each other and will never intersect. Suppose this is some given line L and there are two perpendicular lines to L. This is line L and this line M is perpendicular to line L. So this angle is 90 degree. And N line is also perpendicular to line L. Then this angle is also 90 degrees. Now in this case we can see that for these two lines, L is like a transversal. When two lines are intersected by a transversal and their corresponding angles are equal, here we can see that these angles are corresponding angles and they are equal, both 90 degrees. Then lines are parallel. So N is parallel to M and N will never intersect. So if two lines are perpendicular to the same line, they are parallel to each other and will never intersect. Adjacent sides of a square and a rectangle are always perpendicular to each other. Let us suppose that this is a square and this is a rectangle. We know that all the angles of square are 90 degrees. And this happens in this case of rectangle also. Because angle between these two sides is 90 degrees, so these two sides are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, this side is perpendicular to this side is also perpendicular to this side, and this side is perpendicular to this side. That means all the adjacent sides are making 90-degree angles with each other, so they are perpendicular to each other. So in case of square, all the adjacent lines are perpendicular to each other, and same thing happens with rectangle. So adjacent sides of the rectangle are all perpendicular to each other. Sides of the right angle triangle enclosing the right angle are perpendicular to each other. Let us suppose that this is a right angle, then this angle is 90 degrees. Because these two sides of the triangle are making 90-degree angles, that means these two sides are perpendicular to each other. So in case of right angle triangle, sides enclosing right angle are perpendicular to each other. This is hypotenuse, but these two sides are perpendicular to each other.